This is the Irontrader. It is Monday morning. It's time to go to work. Okay, so as usual, we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin, at crude oil, and at natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation of buy, selling stock market ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have Bitcoin, your daily chart. Now we can just see here what's going on. Okay, well, we had this run up, okay, into that 21 day, and then it pulled back, put a nice bottoming tail in it, ran that right up into the 21 day again, and then fell right off. But you notice that held that 200 day very, very nicely, okay? Now, here for the last 5 days here, okay, we've been having this sideways action, and today doesn't look like any different, okay? So what we have here, so far we have an inside day. But you notice that how strong this 8-day is, okay? Even like Friday, it popped up into it, but it couldn't close above, okay? So that's the first sign that you can't stay long here until we close above that key 8 SMA here, okay? So let's just look at the downside here first. So we're watching, obviously, today's low. That's at 82,175. And then we're going to look at Friday's low here. That's at 87.60. Then we'll come to the bottom of this candle at 80.40, okay? Now, again, if that's lost here, we can come over to the bottom of this candle right there at 78,675. But realistically, what you're looking at is that 77,297. That's that 200 day, and that needs to hold on a closing basis. If that's lost here, then we can come all the way down here to the recent low at 76,735 level. Okay, so that's what we're looking here for, like on the downside. Now, again, if that is lost here, say we start losing that, then what we'll do is we just come right to the left here. Look at that 74,485. That's going to be your next support level, okay? Then we just work yourself all the way on down. You got 72,360 level. What we have here is we have 78,825, and then we'll come right down to the top of that candle. You got 69,635, and then we have 67,135 here. But that's only if that price channel and that 200 day is lost here. Now you can see the 200 day is very, very strong. Even if you look at in the past, yeah, did it come down all the way down here and then rally right back up? Same way here, and always try to maintain that 200 simple moving average. So got to be just a little bit patient with it. But that's the downside, is that key 200 day simple moving average. Now this update, this upside, this one here, this 8-day is very, very strong, as you can see. Now, what I don't like is this 8-day is rolling down, 21 day is rolling down, 50 day is rolling down. Okay, so you're really putting that in a real tough spot here as far as resistance. But if we can get above this key 8 estimate here, that 83,823, then we'd be looking here at the Friday's high. Okay, that 85,595, and then we're gonna have a nice target up there at that 88,260 level. Obviously above that, we got the 100 day at 91,905, and then we have 95,000 flat here, and that's at that 50 day. And then your big retest up there is at 99,765. But we're going to need some kind of a catalyst here, but you really have to get back above that 8-day like we did here. Once you get above that 8-day, then we can just start climbing. But right now here, that 8-day is strong resistance. Now, you can see here on the RSI here, you're sitting at 41. That's not overbought or oversold here. We did have this positive divergence as we had this low here. We had a lower low, and then we had a low here. We had a higher low. Positive divergence going on right there. But right now, we just have this sideways kind of an action. But, long as we're holding above that 200 day, this is still looking very good. Okay, so right now, this is just a trade. Okay, I do IBIT for the long, BIT for the short, and we'll see how this all shakes out. So for today, this is what you want to watch, is that 85,823. That's your upside. And then your downside, you watch Friday's low. That's going to be very key. We start losing that. Here's your big retest there, is at 77,297. So we're just going to trade this range until we can get above that 100. Once we can get above that 8-day, then we're going to go for that 21 day. But just look how strong this 21 day is here, okay? So always keep that in mind, how strong that is going to be. So when it gets there, we have to see what the reaction is. Is it going to break through, or is it going to do the same thing as it did in the past here, hit it, and then come right back on down? Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have the crude oil. Okay, now you can see here, it's actually working here pretty nicely. Okay, so what we had is we had this double bottom. See that 65.29? Then we retested it here with 65.22, and then 65.29 was your retest with a higher low. That's what you always want to see. Okay, nice green candle, and move back up here. Now, you look at this 8-day. See how this 8-day is curling up here? Very, very nicely. Okay, so what we had on Friday's action, we held that 8-day. Now look at what we have today. We held the top portion of that candle, and we made a nice higher high level. Okay, so what we had today here so far is their high is 68.37. I said, you want to watch this level right here on a closing basis. That's 68.22. So we got a little bit above it, but now your next level is going to be right there at that 68.56. Okay, so we're stuck right here right now at this level. Now, if we can keep on rallying up here, this 21-day is going to be very, very key. That's at 68.79. Now, see, this is the same thing that's going on with Bitcoin. Once you get past that 8-day, then you got to go into that 21-day. See that 21-day? See how strong that is? Okay, so what we have to do, if it does rally up here, and now seasonality is going to be coming into play here with the summer driving. Because you can see the big draws now that we're having, not necessarily in crude, but in gasoline. But you're going to take crude oil to make the gasoline. Okay, so that's just what we're looking at here. So what we're looking at, if it can rally up here, we're looking at this 21-day here at that 68.79. That's going to be very, very key. Okay, now if we can get above that. Yeah, we have other resistance. So next level there is going to be 69.14 level. And then we can come over here. You're looking at 69.29. But realistically, what you're really looking at is this 100-day at that 70.78. But you got to get above that 68.79 level. And then we just all the levels are posted just so clearly for you. Next level is going to be the 50-day, then your 200-day. You know what I'm saying? And you can move right on up. But right now we have this downtrend going. See how you have this right here? You're just having this downtrend going. So whatever happens here, right now we're still in the downtrend until you clear that 21-day. But what I do like is see this 8-day how now it's rolling up here very, very nice. So even if this pulls back to that 8-day simple moving average and holds it, okay, you can come past down it like we did on Friday. But as long as you hold it on a closing basis, might be a good catalyst for this here to take along and take it right on up here. So let's be a little bit patient with this. Okay, that's going to be the key. Now, 44, plenty of room to run out to the upside. Now look at your green. You've been really at the bottom here, but looks like that green could be crossing over the red. You can get yourself a nice relief rally here, maybe even up into this area here. So you got to be very, very patient, but seasonality is coming into play. So for today, just watch that 8-day on the downside and that 21 on the upside. This is what we're trading till she either breaks up or she breaks down. We start losing that 8-day, then we just look to Friday's low. Okay, so you're looking at 66.59, and then we come here. 66.37. Next resistance, 66.15. We come over to the bottom of that candle, 65.80, and then 65.22. And that is your big retest. But we have this nice double bottom situation. So let's just see how this all shakes out nicely. Easy way I trade this, UCO for the long, SCO for the short, works very, very nicely. Okay, natty gas here. Well, natty gas is, yeah, I don't know. We're above that 21-day here now, okay? So now we'll be heading for that 8-day. So what we are is going to be pinched, okay? So this is your key level on the downside, 4.15. There's your key level on the upside, 4.22. Now, if we get above that 8-day, okay, say this rallies right on up here, then we're going to be looking for the top of that candle there, 4.37. That's going to be your next resistance level. Where we have a little resistance here at 4.33, and then 4.37, I should say. And then we come up here to 4.42, and this follow the candles, 4.47. 4.51, 4.55, and then we rally up here to 4.58, 4.75, and then your retest up there is 4.90. But what I want you to just point out here, though, see, we have this pole, and then we have these rising candles. Okay, so this is a possible bear flag here also, so you have to be careful with that. Now, again, if we close above that 8-day, okay, and start heading for that, well, that negates that bear flag pattern, Okay, so just remember, but always try to look for something that'll give you a little edge, you know. So you can go on my playlist. I have seasonality charts there. I have chart patterns. I have candlesticks. So if you want to just, do a little refresh, click on my playlist at your convenience. It's all right there for you, okay? So what we're watching here on the downside is going to be watching that 4.15, okay? And then we're going to look at today's low. You're looking at 4.10. And then we'll come down to the bottom here, 4.0. And then we're going to come here at that 3.95. Then obviously we have that 3.84. That's your 50 SMA here. But again, now we're back above that 21-day, okay? And we're headed for that 8-day, okay? So this is what you want to watch today, 21-day on the downside, 8-day on the upside. Very, very tight situation. Now, the 8-day looks like it's rolling over, but, it looked like it rolled over here too. Same way here. It looked like it rolled over, and then it rallied right back up here. So I think natural gas is going to be a good play this year. And I guess it's a two-way trade. Easy way to trade it, UNG for the long, KLD for the short. Nicely. So I'll be looking for some trades today. I don't hold this overnight. It's just way too volatile. You have no idea what's going to be going up. You get up in the morning. So yesterday, this looks like a red candle, and now you're above the 21 day. Okay, so 53, plenty of room to run to the upside. Now your green is over your red, which shows that that's bearish, but looks like it might want to curl off sideways. But just keep in mind that this is a possible, I say, bear flag situation. Let's see how it shakes out. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here midday trading. We'll take a look at Bitcoin, crude oil, natural gas, and then we'll see how everything else is shaking out. Now, the market's down. Nasdaq's down about 60 here today, but let's just see how it all shakes out. And always remember, we have that turnaround Tuesday. So if the market gets hammered today, we'd be looking to buy and go for that turnaround Tuesday, and then vice versa on the whole situation. All right, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.